Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk Marriage.
Turn that down. Turn my ear down. You are deep and I need it up a little bit.
Okay.
Like, don't turn it all the way off. Let me tell you guys, we had some audio issues before.
Yeah.
And we got that thing fixed.
Not really.
It is fixed. Like, there's no static or anything like that in the line. It's all in your head. It's all in your mind.
Okay.
It's all in your. I think it's all in your mind.
Okay.
Well, welcome back, guys, to Let's Talk Marriage, where we speak marriage through transparency. There you go, babe. Look, I just had to do it because you were going to just drag it all out.
Oh, no.
I don't trust you no more.
You always trust me. It's much love.
I don't trust you to say that.
So guys, how was your weekend? How was your whole week? We missed you last week.
Don't cut me off like that. Don't do that. You're rude sometimes. You're rude.
Not really.
Be nice.
I am.
Anyhow, go ahead and say your little stuff.
I did.
So how was you guys this weekend? I hope that it was good. I hope that it was nice. I hope that you guys enjoyed everything, and I hope that you enjoyed your family. I hope that you loved on your loved ones and did all the things that you were supposed to do. Our weekend was filled with our daughter.
Yes.
And she is in like competition after dance rehearsal. I'm telling you, I do not like being a dance mom, but this girl here, she's an amazing dancer. My daughter is our oldest daughter together in our marriage. But this girl is very phenomenal. She is really taking some things, her just the way she can just move her body and things like that. She is taking it to the next level. And she had a recital over the weekend, and we were at Florida Memorial University. They had a lot at the Lou Rawls building. They had a lot going on over the weekend.
Oh yeah, it was quite busy.
Yeah, they had the steppers were out there. I guess it was like an alumni type of celebration.
Like a reunion almost.
Yeah, it was like a reunion there, and I'm telling you, everybody was there, and it was actually a sight to see. The kids had fun.
Yeah.
Being able to see it, so it was really cool. We wasn't too mad about it.
No,
it was nice.
No.
But I tell you what, I'm glad that the season is over.
Yes, I am very excited that it's over.
Yeah, because I'm tired. I'm tired. Today I finally got a chance to relax, but I really didn't relax. So it's just a lot. I'm tired. I don't want to be a dance mom anymore. But next season is coming, and
we're gonna be more prepared for it.
We're gonna be better prepared for it.
Yes.
So I'm thankful for you that you, even though you were sleepy, you still went out and helped with our daughter, because that's just a lot.
A lot of driving.
Yeah.
Yes, and gas prices not fun.
Oh my gosh. Nevertheless, that is not why we're here today. We have been seeing this particular, like we wanted to do it last week, but my grandmother kidnapped us for the 4th of July. And so we were not able to come on and talk about this viral video that's going around of this young lady who is talking about, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want some water?
No, I got coffee.
Oh, okay. Drink your coffee.
I am. I'm drinking it now.
So the young lady who is saying that her ex is supposed to bring food. If he's bringing food for one, he should bring food for all of them. And I'm telling you, it had a bunch of households talking. Because you have something to say about it too. What did you think about it?
Well, the thing is, when I look at the whole complete video, he been bringing this one child a meal every single day. And my thing, I think both parties is wrong. because the way she.
Let's let them look at the
Oh,
video.
okay,
Let's
I'm sorry. I'm
refresh
sorry.
before you go all the way in. Let's refresh the people's mind on what we actually saw and why this is a good topic of conversation this morning. So I'm going to let you see the video. But before we do that, we want you guys to, right now, while you have the opportunity, I want you to share. Right now, you can share it onto your Facebook page. You can share it you can send this through Instagram. You can send it wherever you want to send it, but make sure you click like, click tag, and click share
Correct.
if you definitely want more content that we're actually putting out there. So make sure that you go and support in that way. With that being said, let's go ahead and post this.
Look, y'all. Every fucking day, my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look.
So now, to her point that she's trying to make is that you're bringing one child something to eat, and the other children are there watching their siblings eat. Watching their sibling eat, and they have nothing. I don't think that it's fair.
For definitely, it's not fair because you are creating division within that home.
But sometimes I don't think that men understand to the degree of the separation that they're causing. Like I don't think that the woman was even wrong with what she was saying, but it was how she was saying it. It made her look so bad. Let's continue with the video. You ready to go on some more?
Let's go.
Go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
So this is what you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
So already she is snapping.
But she putting her own business out there at the same time.
She putting all her business out there. And I think it sounds like to me that she is completely just frustrated and she's tired.
Yeah. Like me and my wife, we had a discussion about that earlier, about 2 days ago. And I said,
why you always say me and my wife? I'm right here. Why you can't say me and you?
Me and her.
Me and you.
Me and her.
Who's her?
Her.
You make me sick. Go ahead.
But we
Go ahead. Say it how you gotta say it.
we had the discussion, and my thing for me, how I think more on a budget level.
A budget level.
Yes, if I'm gonna buy a McDonald's and fries, that bag look like it's a $10 bag. I would have went to
that bag didn't look like no $10 bag.
You hear me the McDonald's lately?
Go ahead, finish.
Okay. And then he got
because we don't eat McDonald's.
My point, and that's a large drink at that.
That doesn't mean it was $10.
That's $10. That's $10 meal.
Baby, that's not $10. That can't possibly be $10 for one
child.
You
have not been to McDonald's lately, because if it was a kid meal, he had a little kid. No, the little.
Oh, okay.
And that's like $6-7 for that.
Go ahead.
So he could have went to the store, Walmart, bought up like a $4-5 meat.
Stop thinking like a husband. Stop thinking like a husband. He's not a husband. Well, we can't say that he is. We don't know if he is. But if he was thinking like a husband.
No, if he was thinking like a father.
Oh, very good. But he wouldn't do this.
But he would not do that. Either he would have picked the child up and take the child to McDonald's and feed the child, brought the child back. Mm-hmm. But then it would still cause a problem because the child came back with some type of toy, whatever, showing that he would not eat with his daddy. Or he could have bought a pack of meat, some bread and whatever, and say, here, baby, feed your family.
But that ain't his girl
I
no
don't
more.
care, but regardless, what is the responsibility? You live with the woman, you had the baby. Why not take care of the child? You got to take care of the child, right? You take responsibility.
But it's the one child is
The one child,
his.
but why would you
So
call
should
to?
he take
No,
responsibility of
I'm not
all the
telling that. I'm
children?
not saying take responsibility. I'm talking about stop creating division between the kids itself. Because I mean, she gonna sit there like that one son eat all his food in front of all the kids, and the kids hungry too.
Well, no, of course she's not going to do that. No
Oh,
mother is going to do that.
my point.
But let's say, because like she said, she hasn't gotten her food stamps. She doesn't get them until the 7th. But watch here. Also, you guys can call in at 754-303-9976 if you want to make a comment or a suggestion in regards to this video. With that being said, you can always make a comment on the side and we'll post your comment or we'll try to make a reference to it or however we can. With that being said, let's go ahead and let's bring it back so you can see what else they say.
Is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping
I'm
out.
not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
You had
Them are his siblings, though.
You had
He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating no McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring my son food? I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound f***ing dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You
That's
sound
my-
dumb.
I
You
have-
sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
So
You know I
take
get
care
food
of
stamps on
four
the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What do
Yeah,
I look like? I bring-
they're his
I
siblings.
bring him
You
food.
knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the f- I did.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
There's a lot of context in it.
There's a lot of context in this one
Well,
little video.
One other issue I do have, you knew she had the kids before you start sleeping with her.
Very good. Because see, what I see that most men tend to do with these women that are single and then they have children, you were buying food for the kids before.
Correct.
You were sleeping with this woman. You were doing stuff for the kids before. The children know you. Now she's going to go into this. The children know you. They know who you are. So you mean to tell me that you're just going to buy food?
They saw
for
you spend
one-
that. They see
Yeah.
you come out the house all night. Talking about, oh, hi Jay in the morning. Good morning, Jay.
Yeah. And then you're just going to buy food for
One,
one child.
because you're being bitter.
Both of them sound very bitter.
Yes,
She's
yes.
upset because I really do believe that even if, let's say, if he would have just did what she said and just bought food for everybody, right? Then it would have been something else. It sounds like she either wants him back, maybe he was a flunky, or I don't know. But she's like, the way that she's talking to him and the things that she's saying, it's a lot that's just going on there. And let's just watch this video.
Yeah, it's kind of disturbing.
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
am a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit.
So listen what you
He can't
said.
eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the? You all like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna.
Those
go
are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my. So that means. I
Yeah.
take care of them.
So don't.
where's
No,
the-
I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean? I'm not-
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on
They
the
are
11th.
your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the
If you-
same
if you-
kid
if you-
as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel like I feel away about him eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him down
room.
to the car. He ain't even got. He ain't got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me. Is that
No,
fine?
no. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it
Grow
here.
up, bro.
Give it
you
here.
know, Kids,
Give it here.
You sound stupid.
Dumb. He ain't eating this. You.
Why don't you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid, stupid. Selfish is a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
All right, that was the end of all of that. Now, those of you who are just coming in, that is a viral video that has been going around of a woman who was just fed up with this man who she used to have a relationship with. Of course, she slept with him uh, and had a baby with him. And now she is upset because the relationship is over. Not she's not upset that the relationship is over. She's upset because he is bringing in food for only his son. And so the question is uh, is he wrong for doing that? Is he wrong for bringing in just food for his son when he was bringing in possibly food for all the other kids when they were dating?
I guarantee if you do more background, he probably was
Mm-hmm.
because he was getting the draws.
Well, I like how you just get straight to the point because when you're wanting to be in a relationship with somebody, you're going to do everything you can. But one thing that he did say, and we probably will never find out, but she did do a part two. She did a video and she exposed herself, and she said, "I stand by everything I said," and she was even more vocal in the video when it was just her explaining how she don't care what people think or what they're saying, that this is what she feels like he should not have brought food just for one person. I'm like the guy, like I want to know where your other children's father. Once you knew we were breaking up, where's the other baby daddies?
But
But I know. Go ahead. Say what you're
yes,
saying.
because regardless, why would you want to create division between the siblings
Yeah.
because of your anger with her? Oh, because I'm mad with her, or I don't want to be with her no more. I'm
Mhm.
gonna just do some dumb stuff and just make one meal for the baby. That's to piss her off, not realizing it actually causing division between the kids.
Yeah, that does cause division. We know it caused division. But does he absolutely have to? Like, where are the other fathers? How does she have four? We don't know if she have four different baby daddies, but he's alluding to that.
My thing is, it doesn't matter how many she got. When he got involved with her, he didn't care at that
I
time.
have a question.
Go ahead.
Why is it that men see these women, they get with them, they see that they have all these kids, and then they impregnate the woman, and then now she's stupid, she's this, she's that, she's all these things, but she wasn't all of that when they were trying to get with her. What is it about a man wanting to be with the unforbidden fruit?
Oh, that is a
I'm
great
asking you
question.
because you got an
No,
unforbidden
no, no,
fruit
no.
out there.
See. The difference is, nah, don't start that there.
Don't start, that
Nah,
won't
cause
be
my
nothing.
situation totally different from
How
that.
is it different?
I'm not going over there with one hamburger talking about you got to feed my baby.
But but she didn't allow you to even bring a hamburger.
No, she didn't allow me to pick it up. Period.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's
This-
different.
that's
I guess
sad.
I had to pick up both kids.
It's a sad situation. But I mean, but why not? Like you said,
I
if
wouldn't care if she would have told me to pick up both kids. I would have,
because you just wanted to see your one.
because it's being responsible anyway. You know, just because somebody want to be spiteful, how you beat spitefulness? With kindness. No
Oh.
problem. I'll pick them up. But are you sure? Yeah, I'm very sure about that. I'll pick both of them up. Let's go. I'll take them to the movies.
Mhm.
What's so hard about that? Now, can she
Well, he
argue with
just-
that?
But what he said was he didn't have the money.
Well, he should have thought about that before he bought that hamburger meat. He spent $10 on that. Oh, I ain't got the money for it. But you just, for the last 2 days, you've been buying the same thing. That's $30 right there.
You keep saying that this burger was $10.
Go to McDonald's website. I guarantee you'll see it. When tax and everything come out, you're gonna pay about $10.
I just don't agree with that.
All right.
I don't want to start back eating Burger King or McDonald's or anything like that. But
Heck, you usually go to buy Burger King and get face the Whopper Impossible. That's that's $10.
McDonald's, let's see. I'm looking it up right now. How much is a burger?
No, how much a meal?
How much is a meal?
Large.
Is a large meal at McDonald's. You think Google will give it to me? See, they got $1, $2, and $3 meals.
Okay, so he could have spent under. He should have bought 3 hamburgers or 4 hamburgers and spent less than $10 for that.
Now, so we have somebody who was saying, who was this? Kina09 says that he was not obligated to purchase for her children. Based on the video, this is something he's been doing.
Correct, for the last couple of days.
But why is he obligated to?
He is not obligated. She's right, but why would you want to create divisions with your own siblings, with your child?
My thing is as a mother, for me, I'm talking about me, so you can say amen. I'm not talking about nobody else. So we have 3 children together, and if I know that I don't have enough food for all of my children, if I'm good in with the child's father, and this is just my train of thought, but you've spoiled me so much. I don't have other kids, and I don't know this world. But if I have my children from other men or another man, and you're coming around and I'm like, hey, I know you're going to bring some food. This is how I would talk to you. I would say, can you, feed him in the car? Because my other kids are going to want, because anytime you say McDonald's, children see them big M's and they go crazy.
Yeah.
So my thing would be to say, hey, can you just not, bring in X, Y, and Z? Or if I even have a couple of dollars, I would say, hey, I'm going to send you a little money. Can you get my other kids something too while you're on your way over here? If you know how to communicate and have a good relationship with that child's father. But it sounds like the relationship is just all crazy. They may have ended on a really bad note, and there is no communication there whatsoever other than yelling, screaming, and arguing with each other. And then she took the food. Nobody's going to eat at this point. And she just threw it all on the ground. Oh, now your tongue tied?
None of it make no sense.
None of it makes sense.
Because, me being who I am as a man, if I'm bringing one child something, I'm bringing all of them something.
Well, we've established that. Like, even with our own 3 children, we can't get one something.
And just, just because the relationship is toxic, that mean you treat the children toxic.
Well, it happens that way.
And that's sad.
The children are going to get hit as a result. So even if they try to hide it from the children, they're still going to see it. They're going to feel it. They're going to feel
the resentment.
They're going to feel it. I mean, they've been making memes and all sorts of crazy things about this video, but it's an extremely toxic just environment, period, for the children and for the couple themselves. So it says this, Kina09 again says the relationship seemed toxic. Yes, from the beginning.
Yeah.
Everything just seems real toxic. And I hope these people actually try and get some help, because that is just, it is unreal. We've had arguments, you and I, before in front of the children, but you never liked it.
Yeah. I think somebody had to be the bigger person or the adult. I'm sorry.
Are you trying to say no? Are you trying to say I'm not the bigger person?
I didn't say you was not, but but somebody have to be the adult in that relationship and say, hold up.
Oh, in that relationship.
In that relationship. I'm not talking about me and you. We already had our issues.
That's what I'm saying. But I know I was petty.
But we grew up from it.
We did. So people do have to they need time to grow. But this right here, you never know when her time is going to be. I mean, we are in a.
Well, you just can't put it on her. You got to put it on him too.
Very good. Very good.
Because when it all boiled down, both of them live with each other. Mm-hmm. I mean, bad enough she allowed a man to wake up in the house while she had a bunch of kids in the room. In the house with her, to see about men go in and out the house. That she was wrong on that behalf. But then at the same time, he was wrong also to start a relationship with this woman, knowing he wasn't planning to be with her.
Well, we don't know that. We only got
the evidence right now shows even with the video that his plans was, after he got what he going to get, he was out the door anyway. Now he acting like a little a-hole because he want to bring one hamburger to the dang old house.
Well, you said it was a $10
hamburger. Well, regardless what, a $10 hamburger meal. It's ridiculous, and it's sad, and all they're doing is causing resentment with the child as they grow up, because neither one of the parents want to act like an adult about the situation. They just want to be a fool.
Well, sometimes sex does drive you to do, really, really, really just foolish things. And this is very, very, for me, it's sad because there are children that are involved, and it makes me really upset. So let me bring out another point, because I wrote something here um that I wanted to, let's see. Let me bring it up. I'm finding it. I should have had it up already. So let's see here. So now, the question that I had was, does an ex have all the rights, especially the woman, to the children after the relationship has ended? The courts almost always choose the mother over the father to raise the child, even in a divorce. And so, is it is the mother more appropriate for the child always?
Hmm. No, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers with this here.
Okay.
No, no. And and every situation is different. There are some situations where the father is more responsible than the mother,
Hmm.
but every
But why do
situation is
you
different.
think the father has to fight so hard to get the child back from the mother, that, like, to get the child back that they have
The,
had the baby with?
the question you need to ask is, why is she making it so hard?
Hmm. So I wonder if, sometimes I think that women are bitter, and I see Kina again is saying not necessarily, and I agree. Not necessarily. They don't always get them, because there are some unfit mothers, but more than likely, they usually always give the babies to the mother. And I guess because it's seemingly that we're supposed to be more nurturing, and I want to be very careful with this. And the reason I say this is because I have to often do groups, and I also do a family stabilization course, and I teach men how to get their children back, how to fight to get their children back. And I also work with another lady, we call her the pit bull, and her name is Sean Gentel, and she fights here in the state of Florida for men to get rights back, to be able to be around their children. And a lot of these women, what I see is that because they can't have the relationship with the man, they make that man's life miserable to the point where they just give up.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I could
so
agree.
you can kind of talk to that a little bit. Do you mind sharing just a little bit, or
I
is
don't
it
care.
is it
I
too
mean,
sensitive?
no,
But you got to be nice though, because sometimes you get mad. You want to hold my hand?
I'm fine. I'm not mad. You once you grow up, grown, you realize certain things is not even to be mad about no more. Because once you get a certain age, it's like, something, why am I sitting here? I frustrate myself in a situation that the person is telling me right off the rip, I don't want you nowhere near my life. But I'm like, this is not your life, this is our child life.
Yeah.
And the sad part is when the child grow up, they resent the father so much. Till even if you try to reach out, they make it seem as if you are trying to blame them. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just stating the facts. That
Well, why
let's
don't you let's do this? Because Kina says here that some fathers are not fighting hard. Do you care to share a little bit of your story?
Oh, no, yeah, I don't mind. I'll share
Okay, we
myself.
shared it a little bit on a show that we had with a lot of. It was like three dads that were
Correct.
on there, and you were one of the dads as well. And I was just facilitating.
Yeah, facilitating.
I was just facilitating a conversation. But um, do you care to share? Because the more this, I think that you share, you never know who it will reach. Number one, number two, also it can help you to heal as well, to get some of this stuff out there, because a lot of men uh, have been told, like Kina is saying here, some fathers are not fighting hard enough. So why don't you share a little bit of your story while I
Well,
drink some of this coffee?
okay. I could testify and say that I probably should have fight much harder, but I did not. Can I finish?
Oh, I just said why. Okay,
Yeah,
go
I know
ahead.
you just jumping in. Drink your coffee.
I'm gonna drink.
Um,
God dang.
well, my story is basically, you know, every time after our relationship had dissolved, I don't know what.
Not the relationship with me.
No, not relationship with you.
Go.
That would not resolve. Relationship I had with my child mother had resolved. I don't know what else she is
Dissolve.
dissolve. I don't know what else she expect from me or what she wanted me to do. But I did everything in my power to be a good father. I pick her up. One while the first 2 years, I had my child almost every single day, almost all the way up for almost a good give and take 16 to 17 hours a day, even after I worked night shift at the previous job I used to have at that time. So all at once, I woke up one day. I had my daughter no more. For 2 years, I had my daughter almost all the time. I mean, she was in my home. She when I went to sleep, wake up, she was there. We would hold hands, went to sleep together. We played with the movies together. A lot of things we did together. All at once, and after 2 years, I couldn't even call. Can I pick my daughter up? Oh no, she at my sister's house. It's my weekend. Can I pick up this weekend? No, she going out of town. She going here. She go every time I call is always a problem. But then when she needed me to get her, she called me quick. I get it because I haven't seen my daughter in a while. So all at once it got from where time for Christmas, I didn't see my daughter until the next couple of days, holiday, birthdays, however it goes, and then I received that in the mail. Oh, we gonna garnish your check. Excuse me? Oh yeah, we're gonna garnish your check for almost 75% of your check. What the heck? I'm not making that much for 75% of my check. Become my check that much. I gotta pay my mortgage. Whatever. I went ahead, got me a lawyer. I had some money in the savings. I put all that out, gave it to my lawyer. That was a waste of my money. They garnished the check anyway. Whatever. My check was $89 bi-weekly. Where are you gonna go? Anywhere in South Florida and pay a bill. Nowhere. You can't even put gas in your car for that much.
Would you say that you had some resentment?
I was angry,
Mm-hmm.
but I still tried my best to work it out where I got my daughter, to be honest. So it got to the point where I had a choice either pick my daughter up from school or go to work because I ain't had that much for gas.
Mm-hmm.
You need to pick your daughter up from school, ma'am. I can't. Yeah, it don't cost money to pick your daughter up. Yes, it do. I gotta put gas in that car. I gotta go there and pick her up. And I gotta go work the same night. Got to the point where I was borrowing money from my friends to go back and forth to work. I was even borrowing money to eat food. Then when it was time to pay bills, I couldn't pay bills and my lights went off. But guess what? Every time my car turned around, somebody was having a party. Every time I call, ask for my daughter, hey, oh no, she at my sister's house. Oh this, oh that. Every time I turn around, I couldn't get her. Can't get her. I
So
said,
now
okay.
some people say, as far as like fighting, some people would go and rush in and just snatch the child or
Listen. I
go
don't.
in and do all sorts of crazy things. Why didn't you do any of those things?
So I could end up in jail. She
I
give me a
mean,
reason to put a
so
label
I'm
on me.
just, why I'm asking.
Yeah.
This was
No.
way
See,
before me.
the thing is, even at that time, I always think very logical about a lot of things I did
Mm-hmm.
at that time because I don't want to I don't want a label to be put on my head for nobody. I don't want to put a label on, oh, he the deadbeat dad, or he a N-word, or he's this or he's that. I didn't want that stipulation. So I try my best to keep myself because I believe my image was everything for me. Who people see me as is what I want to keep at that same platform. So anytime I went over there, I try my best to be very, kosher, pick my daughter up, whatever. So all at once, it got worse. It got worse. It got worse. And I'm like, okay. It got to a point when I started dating my wife. Oh, she really got better.
Hold on. Watch this. Look what Keem say. Some women, even men, are bitter because they had high hopes for a long-term relationship with the father or the mother. And she said it's sad because the children suffer in the end.
Yes.
But there is a remedy to that. But you were saying, go ahead. You
So
remember? Mm-hmm.
we got to a point where it got so bad till she would say, I don't want that woman around my daughter. Then I go pick her up, and so I drop her off. She'll give her a phone call that saying that, oh, she stank. I'm like, we just bathed and fed her. Oh, she hungry. Oh, she's sick. She throwing up all over the place. Everything to come between me and my wife just to stop me from being around my daughter. Got to a point where she even started allowing my mom to pick her up without me knowing it. And I didn't know what was going on. I'm sitting at home and I'm like,
Tread lightly
I
because there are
tried.
other
I don't
questions.
care. I tried to
But there are
call.
other questions that now you got to be careful of your business.
Oh, okay. So, but I would call. I would call. I would call. Nobody answered. That to a point where she just started answering my phone call. She wouldn't even call me to tell me if my daughter was sick or not. Even when I tried to go over there and see her, it was nearly impossible. She moved in here, tell me she moved. I didn't know where she was. It was a whole 3 years of our marriage. If I saw my daughter, was probably because my mom called me over to see my daughter. But otherwise, only way I see that somebody had my daughter was through Facebook.
What was it? I feel like I'm interviewing you now. What was it that you did or didn't do that caused? Because I'm looking at Keena's response here because some people are bitter and they haven't dealt with their issues. Like I like to talk about my sister, and I wish she was on here right now. I wish I could call her or tell her to call in. But my sister, she my niece's father, she never put him on child support, never did any of those things. This is my baby sister. Even my sister that's next to me, I've never seen this
They're very
before. They were
mature.
very mature, and my sisters are really younger than me. But although the relationship didn't work out with the men they were with, they didn't go and have a bunch of other babies. They got married after the relationship severed with the first guy they were with, and then boom, next thing you know, they're married, and then they have their kids with the marriage that they're in now. But the children's father, my niece's father, was able to come and still see his daughter. He was still able, his family was still able to see my niece. They were still able to commune together, even through trips and family. Like, how is it that some people are holding on and they say, oh, I don't like this person, even when they get with somebody new? They are still holding on. Y'all got to help me in the comment section. They're still holding on to the past, or they see what you have and they want it, or feel like the new wife doesn't deserve to have what she has because they felt like you upgraded, and you were supposed to do that with them. And that is really it's so messed up, the way you see how some people think and how they see things. God forbid something happens to me and you, I will never keep your children away from you. You're an amazing father.
You
As a
know,
matter of fact, I'll let you have them and I pay you just.
you know, the sad the
Okay,
sad
I'm sorry, I can't hit on the desk. It's
the
too
sad
loud.
the sad part about it is it got so bad till I even told her one day, you could keep the money. I still pay child support every month. Let's give my child.
That was too much close to right.
And no matter what I did, even when we went to court and I even fought for shared custody. I did all of that, and she on call. My people told me I'm trying to steal my daughter away from her, and all this. She made sure she set that plaque thick. It
Mhm.
was nice and thick. Even when I got to court, thank God I went to. Oh man, that's why I say, but it's the difference between Broward Court and Dade County Court. Broward Court is more for the family. Because when I got the Broward Court, the judge was looking at, oh no, hold up now, this don't make no sense. You trying to make this man seem like he's a hatred man.
Mhm.
Oh, his wife is nasty. It don't sound that way to me. And she got furious because even though I won that case, I didn't win the case just to get my child support deducted.
No, we didn't.
I got it so I get my child.
Yeah.
But she was so gun holder. If I get my child, I guess child support will stop, and she can't have that.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where the last year she finally received child support. We went to court. This time it was in Dade County. She brought it back to Dade County. They took it back. They brought it all the way up to $1,000 every week, me every month. So for a whole year, I was paying $1,000 out my check
For one
for
child.
one child that I did not see for almost 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I try to fight, it just seems like I'm being a hateful dad, or I don't love my daughter, or I'm blaming my daughter. I'm like, I'm not blaming nobody. I just want my child in my life. What's the point of not trying to fight? But why should I fight when everything's pointing against you?
Yeah. So this is why I say, I teach men how to fight for their children. It is better when the child is younger. The reason being is because you can fight a little bit better in the court system, and the mother cannot poison the child as much when they are smaller, because they can have and they can develop a routine, and all the things that the mother would try to say, it would be opposite of that, because the child would see what the father is doing and how they're doing things.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. Um, Thankfully, when I met you, I saw all those things, but I also saw the man that you were trying to be, and I always honored that. I always honored that. Like, people would always say, "Well, why would you do this, that, and the other?" I'm like, he is a good man. To this day, of course, we're not on. I say we because I'm telling you, we're not on child support anymore, and not having to go through the drama of all of that foolishness, and being on the outside, looking in. I would always see him in a really sunken place, and I would say, "You got to come out of this, because this is not who God created you to be.
Yeah,
This is
because
not who you are." Go ahead.
not being vulnerable, but the thing is it took a lot out of me not to have my child
It's
in me.
okay for you to be vulnerable. You don't know these people, and they don't know you. I
No,
know you.
I know that. I'm
You can be
saying I'm
vulnerable.
talking about the situation. I
Let
ain't
me
talk-
hold your hand. Come on. I hold
but no, real talk. But for a man that love his children to have the literally impossible obstacle of not getting that one child, it's almost seemed like you lost.
Mm.
And what I had to do, I had to refocus myself on those that love me back.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's sad to sit here for a father to fight for a child, and the parent or even the mother and the parent that have custody of that child make it nearly impossible because of their hatred for themselves, and they blame the person. They need somebody to point their hatred to, so they
Yeah.
blame it towards that opposite parent, that is.
Yeah.
And then they fix the child or cheat the child or poison the child with that poison.
Yeah.
Then when the parent do fight for that or try to communicate with that child, the child take that poison and spew it back at the parent.
Well, why don't you just use it and use I statements, because this is what's happening to you,
Oh yeah,
even right now.
yeah,
And I know it's hurtful, but and maybe I shouldn't have brought it up, but it's good for. And I thank you for being, so vulnerable in this moment and sharing that, because a lot of men need to see this, and women need to hear this as well. We're not so perfect that that we can't show our vulnerability. Number one. Number two, also just expressing, hey, this is what's happening to me even right now, even though I've done all these things. I've done everything that I could possibly
yeah,
do. And you're still doing it. I've seen your letters that you've tried to write. I've seen the rejection letters come back to the house
yeah,
even after you've written them. You can't go over to this woman's house and in fear of being, put in jail, because something may, pop off, because she doesn't want you there, or think that you're trying to
yeah,
say something opposite to your daughter that she hasn't already said. We see these things, and it is the most hurtful thing. And then you have people that come on and they don't know you, or they say you're not trying hard enough, or you hear your family that's on the outside looking in and they say, oh, you got to do this, or we're gonna do this,
Oh, you got to understand.
or you have to understand.
It's like, wait,
and
wait,
they're
wait.
and they're not the ones
That's
that has
going
spent,
through it.
yeah, they're not the ones going through it, and neither have they spent the money as a woman for me on the just sitting here watching it go down. I could have said, no, I want my portion of the money. That's your child support. I didn't say that. I said, use all the kids, put them on, and let's go ahead and just get this back child support, get all this stuff down.
Yeah, because I was so far in the hole with that. Tell I was
No.
still doing it right now.
No, one person's trash is another person's treasure. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I would always say to people, this woman threw a good man. It's like, how you throw a good man
Well,
in a garbage
you
can?
remember that time she called you and tried to really put me down?
Yeah, and I didn't let it happen. I didn't let it happen. I did say, well, whatever he didn't do for you, he showed doing it for me. Because I don't understand. I don't understand. How do you throw a good man in a whole good man in a garbage can? My life has elevated because of you. And even though I know some things have changed for you as well, I am blessed to have you in my life. You know, I definitely was never thinking to have children, but with you, I was willing to say, okay, well, I'll come down off of my whatever I was on, and have some babies. And we had 3 children,
Yeah,
three
yeah,
kids after 16 years. We've been married 15 years, together 16.
correct.
And let me tell you, it has not been easy. I've never been the woman to say, even to the other woman, hey, no, your kid can't have this. No, give it to her. Let her have
Yeah,
it. Let
yeah,
her have it. I
yeah,
always told you that. Let her have it.
yeah.
Because we don't know what they're going through. We don't know if she needs it. We don't know. We don't know anything. But let her have it.
But you know something? There's somebody sits high, look down low.
Mhm.
And people gotta understand the same wrench you threw out there, he gonna come back at you. So all that boomerang throwing you people be doing out there, they always come back at them. You gotta be very careful.
Yeah.
You gotta be very careful the order that you put out there in the universe.
Yeah.
Because, trying to be a parent, but being a parent, period, it's hard. It's a lot of work.
It is.
And the thing is, you need both parent there to make it easy for yourself.
Yeah.
And if you have a father out there trying his best and doing everything he can, encourage that man to keep on doing more.
Yeah.
If you have a mother out there doing the same thing, encourage them to do more.
Mm.
And you realize it'd be much easier for you when you start co-parent together instead of trying to make a statement that your dad ain't crap.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really hurtful. And this is just our side of the story.
Yeah.
She may have a side that we haven't, but we haven't seen this woman to even know the side. Like it's so many different moving parts. Like we can't even come on here because everybody has a different point of view of how they see things. But this is just our point of view. This is what has happened to us. These are the things that we have done. These are the things that I know my husband has done to try and build
But you
on
let
certain things.
but you let my daughter or her tell it. I haven't did nothing for neither one of them.
Yeah. And it's a very, and money isn't everything.
No, it's not everything, but you know something. When you try to do your best,
Mm-hmm.
and even if you do more than just your best,
Yeah.
and they take it for granted, it's like, okay, what?
Yeah.
Why should I? Son, I'm done. When you figure it out, give me a call
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm the adult here.
Yeah.
I'm the mature one here. So when you figure it out, you can say whatever you want to say about me.
Yeah.
But always remember, people know me for who I am.
Yeah.
And you got to answer why you say what you said.
That's true, especially when the other children see something different.
Correct.
My daughter today, I was so tired. I realized what the issue was, but I was so tired today. And my baby girl, she wanted to. I played basketball, so I'm teaching her and I'm training her, and I didn't even realize she was taking my shoes and stuff off, and she was putting on my basketball shoes. She was putting my socks. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Well, I want to go to the court. I just want to spend time with you today." And I said, "Well, no, you just want me to take you to X, Y, and Z." And she's like, "No, mommy, I just want you." Money isn't. It's never about the money.
Correct.
They need things. Children need things, but it's the time that you spend with them. There's so much time that has been lost between you and your daughter. There's so much time. When you see her again, that's a whole different personality,
Yeah.
a whole different stage in her life. These are whole different things
Oh
that,
yeah, it's different now. It's
and
it's
then
different
she
now.
has
It's
to
different.
know
It's
you.
different.
She has to get to know who you are, learn a whole different, and then you come with a whole, you come with a wife, and you come with your children.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is really, it is, oh my gosh,
And no matter what you do, it's always one sided.
it is, it's always one
It's always
sided.
one sided. It's
So
like
what do you do?
all you can do is give it to God and just let God work it out.
Absolutely.
You know, sir, I'll be the one to say every battle you should not have to fight. You give it to God and let Him fight your battle. Allow Him be the victorious in your battle. We always try our best to be the winner, but do the winner always win? They don't. Sometimes to win, you lose more. So I'm learning from that is now it's time to let God allow God to do what He do best, fix it.
Hmm.
Put healing back in both hearts. Allow Him to elevate their mind where they can see me for who I am and what I am, and not a deadbeat dad or a sperm donor or however they want to call me, because we too busy fighting a battle that we should give to God a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. My prayer is that she does come around, and I believe that she will, and be able to see and meet the person that you are, not what she was told, but just get an opportunity to see the man that I've known for all these years, and the father that our children know. Uh, and so I just want you to know that you are an amazing man. You need to really know this, and guard your heart. Just make sure that you
Oh
guard your
yes,
heart.
I am.
And I got you. I
I
got
know,
you.
I know. Like I told somebody, I had to call one of my uncles, actually both my uncles, and I told them about the situation. And they say, you're gonna have to do what the prodigal son father did. Let him go. Let him
Mm-hmm.
go. Allow him to come back to you.
Yeah.
Because when they realize that they need you, they want to know who they are, what they are. They're gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
And that's when you can show them all the love that they miss all them years.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna never get it all back, but they gonna see, hey, dang, mom, why you didn't tell me dad was a good dad? Why you didn't
Yeah.
tell my dad loved me? Why you told my dad? Why you told me that my dad hated me? Why you told my dad? You told me that my dad got another family because he didn't like you.
Oh wow. I didn't even know that part.
Oh, you told my dad that you told me that dad was a piece of s. He's
Mm-hmm.
not. He's a great man.
Mm-hmm.
That he will never give me nothing. He's this, he's that. But what you realize, what you're doing, you're planting seed of hatred for that man.
Mm-hmm.
And now that child grow up, what happened is, yes, he gonna resent me. But when she realized that it was all lies, what then? What you gonna tell that child now?
Mm-hmm. But we would hope for healing, and never uh, um, to wish evil on anybody, because this type of pain is not something that anybody would ever
Yes.
want to feel. And we're actually so transparent, because this is, let's talk marriage, and talking it through transparency and being open about some of the things that we have gone through. And the thing is that we know several fathers
That been to a
that
similar
have
situation.
been through this situation, and I'm telling you, you guys have to go back and look at the past videos and the things that they have shared, and some of them still don't even have relationships
With that child.
with their child, and it is
And it's
hurtful.
sad.
Yeah, because men hurt too. And I'm not just always on the man bandwagon, but when it's a good man, it seems kind of it's kind of hurtful to hear them cry out for a child or for something that they want and can't have it, and they're being told that they have to man up. And it's like, okay, well, if the shoe was on the other foot, if the shoe was on, this is how I do in couples counseling. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put the shoe on the other foot. Let's see how we can work this out. If the shoe was on the other foot, then what?
When you're raising the future, your future, you have to realize the seed that you plant in that future heart, they're gonna rise up when they get older, and they're gonna spew out all the hatred and all the love that you gave them. So even for our three that we have here, we spew a lot of love in them and a lot of peace in them and a lot of understanding inside of them. So when they get older, that when they grow up, that seed when it blossom, it giving up a fruit of love, of peace, of different things that would help their children to grow up and be stronger, versus them growing up and spirit of hatred with somebody else.
That's true. That's true.
A child is special. When a person have a child, it is something special. A woman delivering a child, another life, that is a miracle in its own.
In itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to take that for granted, God had granted you a precious gift to raise, and what you did was you.
Well, I believe that I don't think it's destroyed.
Oh, I didn't say destroyed.
I know you didn't say it, but it sounded like that's what was trying to come out. But
no.
But what I do believe is that everybody has to have their own testimony.
Yeah.
It was like I was rejected from the womb. My mom and my dad did not raise me. They're both, drug addicts. My father is in prison doing a double life sentence.
Yeah.
And I wasn't raised by them at all. I had no real connection with them. And although I know my mother, I still don't have a connection with her the way that I desire, because her mind is not the way that a mother should be thinking, but she's lived the life that the way that she wanted to.
Yeah.
But it is up to me now to make sure that I develop a sense of who I am. I did all those things that I thought that I wanted to do that she was doing to impress my mother, to say, well, okay, if I did this, then maybe my mom would love me. If I did that, then maybe my mom would love me. But, I realized as I got older that I didn't want any of that. I didn't want any of it. So I came to an understanding. I came to myself.
Yeah.
And realized, okay, like what are we doing? I knew I didn't want to be no baby mama. And even if I did, even if I was, it would have been with somebody who that would have been like a future for me. And because I don't believe that children are a mistake. I think that everybody has a reason that they are supposed to be here in this world.
I hear people talking, oh, that was a mistake. I slept with her. You took your clothes off, got in the bed with her. That's a mistake.
It wasn't no mistake. It wasn't no mistake when they was feeling it. Oh, man. She looks so good, man. Look at that.
It's just you should have had that condom with you.
Sometimes those things break.
But,
why you laughing over that? Them condoms
because it's
break.
true. It's true. It's true.
Condoms have broken on us. We got 1, 2, 3 kids.
No, it not broke on us. We just took it off.
You better. We are on all the way live. What if my grandma watching?
Hello, Grandma. That's how you got here.
I'm about to get off. The switch and the controllers are in my hand. I'm about to end the broadcast. You are nasty.
It's true.
No, to stop. I ain't gonna even go no further with you on that. Don't make me blush today. Don't put my business out there.
But
let me tell the people how to get in contact with us. Listen, oh my God, you are a mess today. You messy.
Oh, I'm not.
Listen, you guys comment, tag, like, and share if you like this video. You can always, you getting on my nerves. You can always call in during a live broadcast at 754-303-9976. You can also find us at Let's Talk Marriage, 1 at gmail.com. We're also on all social platforms. Where can they find us? Tell them.
Oh, you can find us on iHeartRadio.
Boom. Where else?
You can find us on Amazon Podcasts.
Yes.
You can find us on Spotify. Apple, iTunes.
Oh, you put us on iTunes?
Yes, I put you on. I've been busy. I've been busy.
You've been busy.
You can find us on Google Podcast. You can find us on YouTube, and you can also find us on Spotify.
Yes. No, but we're also another place that we're at is Reddit.
Oh, Reddit, yes.
I like the little
Yes,
Reddit. You
yes,
guys
yes,
go
yes.
and join us on Reddit. And if you can't find us, I mean, it's all on you can always come back here every Sunday night at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. on at Let's Talk Marriage. If we're not here, that's because we are spending time with the family. Like my
Yes.
grandmother kidnapped us last week for 4th of July and said, "You don't have to do your show every
Every
weekend."
weekend. But she go to church every
Every
Sunday.
Sunday. But that Sunday she didn't go and she stayed out there with us. We talked to her for hours, her and my grandfather. And we actually had a really, really,
Yes.
really
I think he went to sleep on us a couple of times.
you gonna stop talking about my granddaddy.
Hey, I like the go. He a cool dude.
He did go to sleep on
Yeah.
you.
Then he said, "Yeah, I'll be back."
He gonna go to sleep on you again. You keep playing with him. I'm gonna tell him, make sure. Just go to sleep on him, granddaddy. Anywho. So we love what we're doing. We love that we have, this opportunity
And
to
we
be
love
able
each
to.
other.
Oh, you love me.
Yes, I love you long time.
I gotta hurry up and get you off this show. Get your beard off that mic. It's rubbing up against so I can hear it loud in my ear. You can't hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, thank you guys for joining us and tuning in. And I'm sorry if I cut you off, babe, but it is 9:02.
Oh, that's cool with me.
Yeah, and I wanted to
I don't mind. I like when you cut me off.
to get what is wrong with you?
I love you, baby.
Silence. Well, anyhow, keep your hands to yourself. Anywho, I love you too. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off if there are no other questions or concerns or
Oh,
anything like
mine's
that.
as hard as are clear.
Like the church people say, are all hearts and minds clear? So remember to meet us back here next week at 8 o'clock. We should have some more good stuff for you guys. And like I said, not call in, but you can email us if you have any suggestions for a new show. But I guess we could go online, and we've been finding all sorts
All
of
kind of
things
stuff.
that we've been able to. I mean, there's so much content out there; it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
people put their business out there every day.
And people really put their business
I
out
appreciate
there.
them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So listen, I'll see you guys back here next week on at Let's Talk Marriage. We love you guys with the love of the Lord, and make sure that you continue to stay prayerful. Pray for us as we continue to pray for you guys.
God bless you.
Yeah. All right. God bless you, baby. You get your life together.
Yes, I am.